The mystery of ghost thin candy melts in your mouth, but hides a sophisticated laboratory. Part 1 Prologue. Hello. I'd like to start with a simple scene. I unwrap a small candy. It's pale green, thin like a torn piece of notebook paper. I place it on my tongue. Within 3 seconds, the candy is gone. Nothing remains, just a cold sensation that spreads up my palate, down my throat, and down my chest. Was silent for a long moment, not because of the taste, but because I realized I had just witnessed an incredible miracle of food engineering, happening silently without chewing, and then suddenly the candy disappeared into my mouth. This is a story about how humans learn to cheat time, deceive the tongue, and conquer water. And while we pay attention, there are many holes like Meteor holes, which are very mysterious as to why they are in the candy. Part 2. The history of thin candy. In 19th century Europe, pharmacists began making medicinal sheets for patients who had difficulty swallowing pills. They mixed potato starch with glycerin and then left them to dry in the sun for days. This was the precursor to the edible film we know today. Part 3. Peeling hydrocolloids. I want you to imagine this hydrocolloid as a group of people holding hands, forming a human bridge. Each person is a sugar or protein molecule. They're holding on tight, but they're also thirsty. They long for water. Well, glycerol's job is to keep these intermolecular connections loose. In a sense, glycerol is the lubricant that keeps the dancers flexible, not stiff, even when holding on tightly. Now, what happens if this human bridge is exposed to water? Water will seep in between the grips. Slowly, the grip loosens. One molecule breaks free. Then 2, then 10, then 100. But wait, there's one more mystery. Why, under a microscope, is the surface of this candy covered in holes? Let me show you. Part 4. Mysterious holes. This isn't a picture of the moon riddled with holes from meteor impacts. This is a picture of the surface of the candy I bought at the convenience store yesterday. See those tiny holes? In materials science, this structure is called a microporous structure. And this isn't a coincidence. It's intentionally designed. When candy dough is heated, the water inside boils and turns into steam. This steam rises to the surface and then escapes. Each bursting bubble leaves a hole. The faster the heating process, the smaller the holes become, and the more numerous they are. These holes don't damage the texture. Instead, they accelerate the candy's breakdown when saliva comes into contact with them. Saliva seeps through these holes, much like rainwater seeps into cracked soil. So, the meteor crater is a trace of the war between heat and water. Segment 4. The deceiving cold. Menthol is a natural chemical compound found in mint leaves. It's like a sneaky actor in disguise. Once in the mouth, menthol binds to a special receptor on the tongue and palate called TRPM8. This receptor is actually a cold sensor. Its job is to signal the brain that the temperature in the mouth has dropped, but menthol activates it without actually lowering the temperature. So our brain is tricked. We feel cold, even though the temperature is actually normal. Clever, huh? The cold is an illusion, but a refreshing one. Segment 5. Is it safe to eat every day? Now on to the big question. Is it healthy to eat these candies frequently? The honest answer depends on frequency and your overall health. First, the sugar. Although each sheet is small, consuming a lot of it still adds up to your daily sugar intake. This is what causes tooth decay and increases the risk of diabetes. Second, menthol. In moderate amounts, menthol is refreshing, but too much can cause bloating and even stomach irritation in some people. So who should avoid them? Diabetics should choose the sugar-free version. Those with milk allergies should check whether the candy contains whey protein. Children under 5 should avoid them due to the risk of choking. Although they melt quickly, they can still be dangerous if inhaled. And those with acute gastritis should be wary of the extreme cold sensation, which can actually trigger stomach cramps. So enjoy in moderation. Don't make a main meal. Segment 6. Is it nutritional or just sweet? To be honest, their nutritional value is very low. They fall into the empty calorie category. There are carbohydrates from sugar, a little protein if you use milk, and even less fiber if you use starch. but because they're so thin, their nutritional contribution is almost zero. But that doesn't mean they have no benefits at all. Mint candies have been shown to freshen breath, stimulate salivation, and relieve mild nausea. Some studies also suggest mint has antimicrobial effects, so if you've eaten onions, these candies could be a lifesaver. Closing. Friends, we've toured a giant roller factory, delved into microscopic holes, uncovered the brain's tricks of menthol, and even talked about teeth and stomach issues, all from a single thin strip of candy. I learned one thing from this. Sometimes the little things around us hold profound insights. We just need to pause, observe, and ask, why is that? And today you've asked. Thank you for watching until the end. If you have any other questions about your favorite foods, leave them in the comments. Who knows, your favorite candy might be in the next episode. See you in the next video. To support this video, please like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell.